Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Battle Brothers. This is Season 2 of the Early Access release of Battle Brothers. We are the Bucket of Slugs, and we're on Episode 5. Alright, and we have arrived at this place, and there's a few things I'd like to do. First, I'd like to get this, and we will equip that, and I think I'm going to buy a couple of those. Now, we spent a big portion of our money, but not all of it, and I think we'll still be okay. Additionally, I thought about this, and I was going to do it, but someone also mentioned it, so I want to also give credit to other people of like-mindedness. And one of the things, or one of the problems that you run into when you're a crossbowman, an archer, whatever the case is what happens if an enemy closes with you. Of course, you whip out your melee weapon and or shield, and then you defend yourself or attack, or whatever the case is, right? With a shield, you can always do shield bash, but then you can't actually use an attack after you use shield bash, whatever the case is. So I decided that one of the cool features, if you take a look at the pikes and or the pitchforks, they both have the repel feature. So why not equip our archers with pitchforks? Or pikes down the road when we're rich and super famous. Because I think that will work out fantastically. Also, we're going to upgrade our little mace, our bludgeon, and turn it into an actual flanged mace, or a winged mace in this case. And it's going to give us the same stuff, but if you take a look at the stats, 33 to 55 as opposed to 20 to 25. So almost doubling the damage right there. So, Battle Unit 3 is pretty darn powerful at this point. So I think what I'm going to do is probably sell all of this stuff. I might keep one of those. Keep this, of course. I'm going to sell that. Keep that and that. And then we'll sell all that, and hopefully we still have a sizable chunk of money left over. That's my hope, anyway. Yeah, 506. Alright, we're going to head on up to, I think it's Ruesdorf. Yeah, we're going to head up to Ruesdorf and hope that that's all we really need to do. Well, let's see if it's going to be quicker to go through here, or if it's going to be quicker to go up and follow the road. It looks like it's going to be quicker to cut corners. Okay, we can totally get behind that. So yeah, if, say a melee combatant closes with one of our archers, if we can switch over to the pitchfork or the pike, we're able to repel them back, and then we can switch. We can either retreat after that, because usually we have one movement left when we need it, and then we can pull back out our weapon and our ranged weapon and then actually shoot people. Wow, look at that. The shelter between ruins. Does that mean there's like ruins here and ruins up here, or I don't know. And what is it? It is orcs. I don't really want to deal with orcs until I want like one or two more bandit fights. And then, or weak undead fights, and then I'm all about going for the other situation. Alright, very good. Very good. Let's see here. Reach the city of Marburg. Meh. Protect the caravan to Ulhart. Maybe we'll do that one. I think I will. No, I don't think we're ready to do that. Alright, we will protect the caravan on its way. Let's see what do we have here. I'm not super thrilled with any of those people. That's okay. Additionally, I think I'm going to sell this. And I'm going to sell that. And I think we're using a Scarcemax already, are we not? On one of our guys? Mr. Solden? Yeah, he's using it. So I think I'm going to sell the Scarcemax as well. I realize it's not great to do this, but it is simply what it is. And we're going to steal that and that. Well, by steal, I mean we're just going to buy it up. And there we go, and it looks like there's even some padded leather, which isn't too bad. We'll take that, we'll throw that on one of our boys. I think it's probably going to go on Battle Unit 3, because Battle Unit 3 is awesome! Alright, there we go. So we can have padded leather for whoever else needs it, and it looks like you are going to be the one that needs it. There we go. Alright, so Jonathan Wolf is now decked out in padded, or in a padded surcoat? Yeah. And we have a paddock. I keep saying paddock, I don't know why. I don't know why. A padded leather armor piece thing on Battle Unit 3. There it is, yes. Padded leather. Or paddock, as I continually said over and over again. Yeah, we have about 500 moonies. And then if this thing ever, like, I don't know. This horse needs to move quicker, that's all I can say. It is way too slow for what it's supposed to be doing. Come on, buddy, let's go. Yeehaw, there's carrots around the corner, man. Carrots around the corner. So this weekend has been interesting, for lack of a better term. Wife was here all day Friday. except when she went out to dinner. But at the same time, I was doing other things, and that being said, she was here all day except for when she went to the movies and when she went out for dinner. Oh, I wish I had enough for Sir Catielmund, but he's a boss. Oh well. Nope, we're going to Valdemar. We're going to just wait it out until we get a decent chunk of money before we get another guy, and we're going to get a decent one. Something similar to that adventurous noble. Anyhow, I went out to see Tomorrowland with the wife, and I have to say it was pretty crappy. It was horribly disappointing, like really bad in my opinion, and I did not enjoy it much. I mean, it was okay and the concept was cool, but I don't know, they just really missed. And I'm not going to ruin anything for people who haven't seen it yet, but it's just, I think they focused on the wrong things, and it was not at all what it looked like it was supposed to be, or what it promised to be. So pretty disappointed in that. It is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Alright, so we're on our way, I guess, all the way down to, was it Ulhart? I think it was. So maybe we'll run into a bandit group that wants to die. I mean, that's what I'm hoping. Like, we have not run into bandits much at all this entire time. And that's weird. I think the developers have... Ooh, the occupied ruins. Wonder what's there. Orcs. Yeah, definitely don't want to play with them. I think the developers have gone away from the billions and billions and billions of bandits that we've seen in the past, and now they're all like, yes, undead orcs, more undead, more orcs, and more orcs, and undead, and hunting parties. Because there's been like 0 bandits, literally 0. It's been pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing, but it could be more inland. Maybe over in this area there's going to be more. I don't know, but it seemed like there's a lot more undead over there. So, 6 of one, right? Half a dozen of the other. Well, soon enough, we'll have our chunk of change here from Ulhart. Yay, we did it. I was actually hoping it was a little bit more than that, but that's okay. I can tolerate that. Who do we have here? Hugo the Brave! I wish I could get you, buddy, but no. Nope. Nope and nope. Don't like any of these people. They all suck. They all smell like cabbage. They probably do. I don't know. Alright, I think I'm going to go with a pikeman and a bill hooker eventually. I still like the double-ranged guys, or medium-ranged guys in the back lines, or the middle lines, as it were. Not sure about the rest. We'll see. Alright, what do we have now? Raise the ancient ruins. 810 crowns. Probably going to be too powerful for us, but we're not going to... Protect the caravan to where? To Felmer? 300? Yeah, we can do that. That's annoying to go over there again, but we can totally do that. Alright, so protect the caravan for one more city over. I will accept that proposal and we will go over there. And look, there's already a fake target caravan in front that we can totally feed to our enemies while we make our hasty retreat and or escape. It is simply what it is. Anyhow, the whole point of bringing up I didn't have much time yesterday, blah, 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 movies and the movie being terrible, was, well, I like to, on the weekends, do 3 episodes on Saturday, 3 episodes on Sunday of whatever. So it would be Battle Brothers, XCOM, plus whatever the case is. Probably Dungeon Crawlers and Telepath Tactics, because those are supposed to be alternating days, on and on and on and on. Anyhow, long story made short. I didn't have time, so I'm going to try to do 6 today and make up for not having anything for you guys yesterday. Hopefully it works out. If it does, fantastic. If not, well, you get what I give you. Just like I was a little disappointed on the lack of time I had for Focus Fridays, because, well... Again, long story short, didn't have the time, therefore I only got 4 instead of like 6 to 8 to 10 episodes up of Telepath Tactics. It's a game I really, really enjoy, but again, just didn't have the time. Mowing the lawn was interesting because it was actually quite large, or tall, I guess. The grass is pretty tall. Due to the fact that, not last Saturday, but the Saturday before that, it wasn't bad at all, but I was going to mow it for the first time, which meant getting all the equipment working and everything else. First time this year for summer and everything, right? So, or spring or whatever month or season or whatever it is right now. Anyhow, it was the first time the lawn really needed to be mowed, so that was going to be the plan. But we ended up having to go to a party, and the party that we went to, again, my wife's month-long birthday celebration, was, I don't know if I like any of these. Let's see, what was the first one again? I reached Dornheim. That's a long one, but let's actually just go and take that one. You're the old guard, a retired soldier. We might actually get you, but I don't know if we can afford you all the way. I don't know if we can afford it. So we're going to actually make the run. We're going to make the run all the way to the top. Okay, let's just pause. Where is Dornheim? It is way, 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 way up there. Alright, we're going to stop at Marburg. That's going to be our first positional play. Let's see what kind of path they decide to send us on. Anyway, guys, wasn't able to do the lawn on that Saturday. So, the week went by. The lawn still didn't really need to get done, and I was trying to at least put out videos and, you know, during the daylight hours and when my wife was working, which pretty much meant that I wasn't able to do the lawn for pretty much the entire week. So then the following Saturday, which was last Saturday, I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to do the lawn today. Oh, but we have a wedding, which is an hour and a half away, so we left kind of early, and we didn't get back till medium late, and it was already dark. So, again, the lawn went by. Fine, I'll do it on Monday, right? Because it wasn't, I don't know if I wasn't able to do it on Sunday or whatever the case was. I was going to do it on Monday. It rained. It rained on Tuesday. It rained on Wednesday. Then finally, Thursday, it was sunny, but then the whole yard was all swampy. Couldn't mow it then. And it was, you know, it was sunny, but the whole yard was swampy. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll let the sun go. Even if it's cloudy tomorrow, I'll be able to mow it because it should dry everything out, right? So then finally on Friday, it was still sunny and I was able to mow the lawn. But yeah, it was really, really slow going. We didn't have enough gas. It was hard getting the mower to start. I mean, it was just, ugh, it was bad. Plus, there was a bunch of junk in our yard. We had to, like, take out. No, it wasn't us just throwing random stuff in our yard. The daycare, a lot of their toys end up in our yard occasionally, so it's mildly inconvenient and sort of annoying. But, it is what it is. Alright, do we want to go with the lone wolf here? He's a hedge knight. I'm pretty excited by him. I think I want him. I want him. Get in my party. Alright, we're gonna make a big old bad nasty play here. Also, I realize right now, guys, you're gonna have to wait 2 seconds. And hashtag production value right here. Hashtag production value. Alright, I have my thing up right now. So I apologize if there's any kind of like a delay there. But it's... okay, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, we're going to go here. And we are going to rename Grolf the Lone Wolf to... Turbo Jambi. Why not? Turbo Jambi, I like it. AKA Speedy. Speedy Turbo Jambi, I like it. And he is a double-handed axe individual. Using that great axe. Which is fine, which is absolutely 100% totally fine. So, there's going to be a slight issue with how things are going to work out. And I have to think about this for a second, guys. So, I want to have one more ranged, so that's going to be our 12th slot, right? Which means that you're going to stay a swordsman, you're a spearman, you're eventually going to get a mace as well. We have an axe stabby guy, and I think we're going to put you... I think Conrad Key or Hagen might end up as our other pikeman slash spearman slash whateverman. Sorry, pikeman or bill hooker. But we're getting pretty close, guys. We're getting pretty darn close to the eventual reality that we will have a full and wonderful party. How much money does it cost us? We are going to need to get some stuff fairly soon. So we really, 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 really need to get to Dornheim. So let's see if we can't do that. Or maybe we end up running across some sort of scouting party or a group of bandits or something. Looks like we're going to go off the beaten path. It's apparently the quicker of the two routes, or routes, if you will. Hopefully, again, nothing comes out that we can't handle, because if that does happen, well, we're going to be sad. We have enough money for one day. We're going to get 330, I think it was, or 360 or something like that for our little adventure here, which should more than cover a day or two of other various things. I think we're going to come down here to the stinking cave, though. Oh, no, not now, not now. You keep going to Dornheim. Do not veer off and do stupid things. And that might be okay, especially if we can actually trigger anything to come out and attack us from those places, but there's no telling. There's literally no telling, or literally, if you want to throw the, like, the truly in there, it's fine. Alright, Dornheim is nearly upon us, and then we shall hopefully get another mission to do something amazing. Thank you. Farewell to you, sir. It is dawn, and you have the mission of protect the caravan to where? Where do you want to go? To Marburg. Ah, we might actually do that one. I think we will. It might be a little bit more terrifying than normal. Ooh, those are really good prices on that. Yeah, on everything, really. Well, I'm afraid we're just going to have to stock up a little bit, aren't we? I mean, it's going to be expensive, but whatevs. Alright, well, we haven't really run into any combat yet, guys, and I apologize for that, but I don't know. Every single time you play the game, guys, it's different. There's been times where I've just had, like, horrible caravan routes, and I just get massacred by people, and it's awful. Then there's been times where there's just a bunch of random bandits all over the place, and it was awful because there were so many of them that, like, even going from town to town, I had to, like, really circumvent large areas. I'm talking all about early game. Then there's been ones like this where it's pretty much just run around, do whatever you want. All the places you run across are too strong for you to handle, which it's nice and it's terrible at the same time. Why is it nice and terrible? How is that a possibility? Well, we're able to move around relatively freely, right? And we're able to do these quests that actually pay us quite a bit more. Oh, I got worried there for a minute. But the problem then lies in the fact that, well, we never get to fight anything. I might actually go down and try to battle the stinking cave in the next episode, guys. I kind of want to do it now, but I think it might end up being terrible. And I probably even change my mind between this episode and the next. It really depends on what actually comes of the next episode. We should be able to relatively easily make it to Marburg by the time the next day-night cycle is, so I'm not super worried about that. Still hoping to see an easy bandit group to slaughter, murder, and kill. It's going to be sweet, nice style. And we're going to sit here and we're going to wait. We're going to wait it out until the end of time. No, not the end of time. Just until we eventually make it to where we need to go. And then right after this episode finishes, guys, which is probably going to be in about 5 minutes, I will start up the next episode. So we'll go into episode 6. I'm debating whether I want to go into dungeon crawlers and telepath tactics, or if I want to do more of maybe Might and Magic Heroes 6. No, actually we can't do that because we finished the tutorial. So now it's back to Heroes of Might and Magic 3 HD Edition, which is totally fine with me. I am enjoying quite a few things. I've gotten some pretty cool looking games over the course of the last, I don't know, week or so that I want to showcase on the first look, plus all the ones that are sitting there just waiting for me to showcase. I might even do a first look because I know there's a game coming out, I think it's tomorrow, that I have either a demo of or something, but I want to showcase it because it looked pretty cool and I just never really got a chance to do anything with it. So now might be the time, and it makes me sad when I have to wait so long to actually showcase a game, but it is what it is, folks. It is simply what it is. I get anywhere between, I want to say, I think last week was like 4 or 5, which is actually really low. I'd say anywhere between about 5 and 15 games people want me to do coverage of in some way, shape, or form. Most of them are pretty good. I mean, most of them are pretty neat. There's a few that I'm not thrilled with, but again, I realize the whole concept of my first look is I might be covering games that I'm not going to enjoy so much myself. So I am okay with doing those games, simply because I know there's going to be other people with different tastes that will enjoy it. So it is what it is. Another caravan mission, and this one it wants me to take it to Rüsdorf, which I may also do. We can reach Ulhart, which is worthless and stupid, or just reach Rüsdorf. We got a little bit of time. All right, we're gonna go caravaning. Sorry, guys. Let's do it, huh? Let's do it. Also, additionally, while we're going to let's do it and all that wonderful fun stuff, I didn't look at his stats. Oh, he's pretty stacked right now. Melee, yeah, I like it. And we didn't read his background, which is what I'm doing this time around, guys. So, whoa, those all look like really good things. Okay, some men are born to be feared. Well, over 6 feet tall, Geralf's stature, actually, Turbo Jambi's stature alone is a threatening one. Ordered to kill a lord's enemies, the hedge knight kicked in the door of a family, okay, yikes, and slaughtered them all with his bare hands. When the lord refused to pay, Turbo Jambi killed him too. Tired of killing jousters and lords, as well as women and children, Turbo Jambi sees mercenary work as something of a vacation. The guy is pretty psychopathic, I'm just saying. I really wouldn't want to cross swords with him. If he's going to murder entire families, women and children with his bare hands, probably not someone you want to upset ever. Turbo Jambi, you the man. The very scary and slightly deranged and maybe even a little demented man. Just saying. I'm just saying. Alright, we're going to go down here. I'm okay with the hunting back coming back to me now. I think we're probably at the point where we can more or less totally flat out murder it. I'm not 100% certain of it, but I think we're pretty darn strong right now. I'm just saying. It's something that could happen, but hey, you know what, guys? We are getting paid. We're getting some decent cash money. We almost have the 12th Battle Brother ready to go. What is our current situation? Unfortunately, we get no experience for anything outside of combat. So, as cool as it is to walk around and do the stuff that we're doing, it's also not great because, well, we're walking around doing the stuff that we're doing and we're not actually fighting. And again, we just kind of covered every area on the entire map except maybe... no, we did. We covered everywhere. We went to every single place now except maybe Hmmm recently. And unfortunately for us, and I guess we didn't go all the way to Wiedemark either. But unfortunately for us, there's been literally no bandits. So this is going to be tough. This is going to be a really, really tough one for us because we need bandits to get stronger. Like, that's kind of the gimme battles, you know? The orcs, even at this particular level, even if it's just like 6 or 7 or 8 young orcs, they could very easily wreck our entire group. So I'm not sure what to do at this point, guys. This might be a very, very, very short run. I'm not entirely certain. All I know is we're in an interesting situation. We're in a pretty pickle. I don't know if we're in a pretty pickle or what, but yeah, things are, they're not great. They're not terrible. I mean, like, we haven't lost anyone yet that I'm aware of. If we have, I apologize because I totally forgot. And I drew a blank on it, but I don't think we've lost anyone yet. We're getting decent money. We're getting the caravans to actually go out and do stuff, which is fantastic because we didn't get that before. And yeah, I mean, all that's great, but there's no one to fight that's on our level that we can actually kill. So that whole thing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Alright, what do we have here? Raise the shelter between. I don't think we can do that, but maybe we can. Protect the caravan again. Oh, this one's a long one. Where's this one take us? So all the way to Dornheim. We might do that one too, guys. And this one is far less ridiculous. It wants us just to go to Marburg. If we're going to go to Marburg, we're going to go all the way to Dornheim. But either way, guys, I'm probably going to break off the episode right here. Because, like I said, we're about out of time and there's really nothing going on. So I'm just going to sit here on this screen. And when we come back, guys, I'm going to go do the very, very, very long caravan run from there all the way up to here. Once I'm done, I'll purchase whatever I can. Actually, I might purchase some stuff in Burland Castle because they're going to probably have better items and equipment and whatnot. And then on our way after finishing up in Dornheim, we'll check the quest, but I'm not going to guarantee that we're going to do it. What we're going to do from there is we're going to come back, we're going to go to the Stinking Cave, and we're actually going to go battle the Greenskins there. It says they're even here. It also says they're even over here. So technically, we could probably deal with them as well. I don't know, maybe I'll go and try those guys first. We'll stop at Burland Castle, we'll come back, we'll kill them, and then we'll head back over to Rüsdorf and see if we can get the thing. Something along those lines. One of those scenarios is going to play out. Either way, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I will see you in just a bit with the next episode of Battle Brothers. Until then, my name is Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.